Hello and welcome in. My name is DrumRollTony. I'm a streamer on Twitch, musician and music teacher living in Seattle. We're talking about 86 today. It's time to get sad. All the emotions are going to come back. We're doing the ending. It's like, I don't know, man. You hear this piece and it's just like, hits you right in the gut. But I've never heard the full version. This will be the first time. I'm very excited. And you know, we're watching anime on the Patreon 5 days a week. We're doing reactions 5 days a week, back to back to back. We're up to, I think, 23 titles. 86 is easily in my top 5. Like, it's right there in the middle. But you know what's like top tier? Music by Hiroyuki Sawano. Like, give me a break, man. This guy, really, really good composer. I like everything he does. It's a very good time. So I'm excited to hear it, the full length of this. Time to get sad. Here we go. Composition by Hiroyuki Sawano. The song is entitled Avid. Mizuki on vocals. Here we go. There it is. A rhythm in 6/8 is stirred up. Interesting. Oh god, the harmonies are so good there. We'll get there in a second. That's interesting. Hold on, what'd they say? A rhythm in 6/8 is stirred up. I was like, wait a second, am I missing something? We're right here. It's definitely not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. It's definitely in 2 or 4, however you want to feel it, but they're referencing within the storyline. Okay, context bias. Man, when I hear it, it's so sad. If I would have heard this piano without watching 86, would I know that it's super depressing? Maybe. Bum, bum, bum. That like ascending groove, that's not groove, the ascending line that's happening there with all this top down, very loud piano playing, every sustain pedals down. Like, it just feels that way though. Like, it feels like congestion in the chest. I don't know, but at the same time, I'm seeing credits rolling and I'm hearing them talk on their whatever, I forget what it's called. And like, it's usually, you know, around some horrible topic, you know, like, so you're like, it's there. But when the melody comes in, we'll talk about melody in a second. This build, it just, that little suspension resolution there is so good. But the melody right here, come on. It's so important. I feel like we're at, like, you know, the world is thirsty for good melodies right now because, you know, I mean, they're out there, obviously. They're accessible, but like popular stuff, it's, yeah. We won't get into that. Is 86 super accessible to the masses? No, probably not. You have to go looking for it. And I'm not saying that anime music is the only place for good melodies. I'm just saying it happens to be a lot of times we do get them. So I'm thankful for that. But this one right here, context bias aside, it's a great line. Second time you get leap. That's really good writing. It's straightforward, it's simple, but the contour of the line is very, very, very attractive. Now, were the jet engine sounds always here? If they were, I just never noticed because there's too many things happening on the screen to like hyper focus on the ending music, if that makes sense, you know, and you're trying to like pay attention to everything that's happening. But I just don't recall the jet engine sounds. Let's keep going. Nice groove turn around there. And now here come our harmonies. Come on, man. The layers are very good. Okay, we'll get back to it. Let's go back to 36 seconds and talk about why this sounds so great. Listen to the little augmentation, the layers that come in. Ba-da-da. Cello comes in. How all the time, man. Sawano is so good with using simple approaches, single instrument voices to thicken the sound and just support and give you triggers to just, I don't know. That's kind of a context. Sorry, I'm trying not to be a nerd with this. it really helps with attachment to what is happening within the show. But whatever. Also, hold on. Here's our cello. Little callbacks and piano. Movement we didn't have before. Again, creation of movement, forward progress, taking rhythms and melodies and just making them just augment a little bit, giving us a little bit of variety with what we had. Because basically that is just, it's a variation of what was already established, but it's a very tasty variation. Remember, anybody can write a melody and then create a variation within it. The more established musicians and composers can take those and understand how to make them and manipulate them to sound very complicated. It's not the right word. Just very sophisticated yet smooth to listen to. It's like, drinking a drink that's like, oh my God, dude, what are the ingredients for this? It feels so good going down. This feels so good to listen to because of the little augmentations that we had underneath and just little tweaks that make it really nice. Guitar additions here. Let's keep going. Yes, please. That's a Sawano-ism right there. So basically, the bass player finally comes in and we get just outlines of percussion, but that low end foundation is like solidifying the movement of like, here, we're about to go to this next chunk, which feels like we got some electric bass player just popped in right there. I don't feel like that was in the short version, so I'm very excited to hear where this goes. But the ending, the chord progression, how so creative. That's 127. Let's go like, I don't know, 114. Just listening to how we thicken up on the end. Sorry, not the end. The lower. The lows are much bigger. Great. Take us to this. Cool. Reminds me of a Death Parade. I honestly can't remember if that section was in the short. I don't feel like it was. It might be. I could easily be wrong. The takeaway from me right now, though, let's just go back. It was like maybe like 136-ish. The bass player, the electric bass player gets such a nice, it's a smooth little groove, but it cuts through so much. Sorry, I did not go far enough because we already got that. Wow, the huge. I got it cranked in my ears. I don't know where you're at, but yeah, there it is. There it is. Okay, hold on. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and booty wee crack. And there's so much reverb on whatever percussion voice we have there. How effective is that? And just giving this like implied halftime backbeat groove. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, bow, boom, 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 boom. That is a groove, man. Like, but it's a low maintenance groove because it's so chill on the backside. But it's all there, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean about the little Sawano-isms that are like so cool. It's not in your face. It's not going 1,000 miles an hour, but it's nice little ingredients that make it a very memorable musical experience. We'll listen to this chunk again and we'll let it go on. Piano part still rolling. Added guitar part there. Jet engine still rolling. No, I said I wouldn't stop it, but I have to because we just got to give note and give credit to the guitarist right there. Super saturated, kind of a chorus sound, a lot of reverb. Just filling out, playing those arpeggios, giving one little additional layer. It's pretty crowded now between the guitar part and the guitar part and the piano. Those are similar those are chording instruments. Those are instruments that, we can play melodically. We can play a lot of harmonic foundation structures, but it's busy there. It still works though, because, I'm cranked right now. It's very loud for me, but you can still feel where they're going. Anything else on top of that would probably be approaching like the danger zone of like, there's too much stuff happening. Okay. Back like 5 seconds. Let's keep going. Similar structure. Different bass line though. All right, where are we going? Where do we go? Chorus drop. Nice variety in the hi-hat groove. Cool. Okay, so on the chorus drop there, we've heard it. We know it's there. But now we get that cool variation within the hi-hat part. And I have never noticed that before. There was I wasn't able to crank, the music to this level to be able to listen down to those, but I dig that part there. It was not just basic. It had some movement. You know what? Let's just go back. If you didn't put it's not that important, but like, I'm kind of a nerd for that stuff. We'll go back to 240. We'll let it go on, but it's a little detail that I find important. What a nice change in delivery. That's a groove, dude. Make no mistake, that hits. If you since we do have this kind of mood that's painted, that kind of takes over. If you'd have put that in some different instrumentation and we change timbres, change sounds, it's very groovy. What's going on here? I went back to 250. Boom, ba, 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 the cadence shift there really allows to hear what the rhythm section is doing, because before the vocals were so on top of it, but now they're really, really spread out. Just listen down. Sorry, one more time. It's cool to appreciate the melody. I feel like that's where we always primarily listen is vocals. Most people do, but listen to how groovy this is underneath. That hits, man. And then obviously, bump, ba-dum, ba-dum, da-dun, 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 da-dun. That's a cool note. That's a cool 2-note grouping, ascending, descending, line right there. It's very fun because that creates a massive syncopation to the great groove that we just were praising a second ago that's underneath. So another Sawano-ism. That's how you write low speed. It's pretty big dynamic though. But non-intricate, there's not 1,000 notes flying at once. That wouldn't even make sense for a piece like this. But look how much is being achieved musically. It's super important to appreciate all. This is not by accident. These are things that are thought out intensely. How can we pack all these good ingredients on this? It's not burning, man. It's on the backside of the beat. It's nice and slow. I'm sorry, but that groove is so good. We know, man. The chorus is gorgeous. The main, I'm not dumb. Like, obviously, the best part about the chorus is the chord progression and the melody that's sailing on top of it. But I just guarantee you, if this was like live and, you know, the vocalist was like, take it, and they just camped out on that groove, you'd kind of forget like how sad everything is, and you would just be dancing because like it's so slow, but it's so good. So I don't know. You're probably like, yeah, you've brought it up 3 times. We get it. I know. I apologize, but it's the main component of the song that I feel is unique in that aspect, because the mood painting with the context bias is super like traumatic, but yet you have this like pocket groove and it comes together. For me, I feel like that's sort of unique. I don't know. I could be talking out of my ass here, but that's just where I'm going with it. Okay, let's let it play out and appreciate the end of this. It's so good. I like the ending. The last note is super staccato and everything falls out. I wish these channel, like, it's cool. Like, thank you, channel, for hosting the stuff for us to listen to. But man, just put the advertise. Like, I don't need to see Chainsaw Man the last 15 seconds of 86's ending. Like, we're listening to this, we're in this mood, and suddenly there's like jalapeno in here. Like, oh fucking, this isn't go in this. I'm drinking a milkshake. Why is there jalapeno here? Like, stop doing that shit. People will click on your videos. Don't worry. They'll subscribe to your channel. Put that shit at the fucking end. God damn. Anyway, sorry, I'm not going to rant on that. Beautiful piece of music. It's nice to hear the full part. I feel like it was very, very kind of similar to what we got in the anime anyway. But the bass part, I don't know if that was in the short version. Maybe it was truncated. I'm not sure. But like I said, everything's crank free right now. So I was able to like appreciate things and hear them very differently than what we do within the credit scene. So that's what I think about it. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. My name is DrumRollTony. Come watch some anime with me on the Patreon. Link for my socials is down in the video description below. Please and thank you. Click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and check out the next video. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. YouTube thinks you want to watch one of these 2 videos next. Have a great day. Take it easy. Bye-bye.